This is a breadfruit. It comes from Oceania and New Guinea and is related to the mulberry, the fig, and the jackfruit. They all belong to the same family. Here's a close-up of the texture. As you can see, this was originally green, but now it's turning brown and it's quite soft. You see I'm pressing it and it's yielding quite easily like a ripe avocado. Now, breadfruit is a staple food. People eat it like rice or potatoes, and it tastes like potatoes when cooked. But when ripe, it actually can be sweet. So I'm gonna try it ripe today and tell you what it tastes like. So this breadfruit smells a lot like 粽子, and my brother found that out. I was wondering why it smelled so familiar. It smells like, I don't know if you can call them rice dumplings, but basically it's a leaf that wraps a tetrahedron of rice, and it's sticky rice. You know, sometimes it has beans in it, like red bean paste, so it would be sweet. That's what this smells like. It smells like sweet 粽子. You can look that up. Z-O-N-G-Z-I. Alright, so I'm going to cut this. So again, the outside is rather hard, but once you poke it in, it goes through rather easily. So that's the inside of the breadfruit. I've removed the core, which is hard and in the middle, and now I'm left with this. And it smells a little bit like a guava. It's tropical. It might be astringent. That's what it smells like, because the guava is, slightly astringent. It's, not really a smooth aroma, it kind of stings your nose. It doesn't really sting your nose, but it's a little bit caustic, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I'll give this a try. Now this breadfruit is really fibrous, so it's not really easy to eat this. Okay, so here's a little piece. I don't know if you can really eat it like this, but here it goes. So the dog's barking.
So let me go shut him up, okay? I'll be right back.
Alright, so that was rather fibrous. It was a little bit fruity. I can see why people eat this as a staple food. It doesn't really taste like anything unless it's ripe, and I mean really ripe. Like, it looks like it's too ripe on the outside, right? But actually this is probably underripe. It's probably too hard to eat it fully. And now my tongue is, hurting a little bit. It's being stung a little bit by the astringency. So I was right about that prediction. Now, I actually dug a little bit deeper in here and I found some, softer fruit on the inside, which is like a custard. So I'll give that a try. It is very earthy. I eat peppers and this tastes pretty much like a bell pepper, but with a different taste. That earthiness is there. It's like munching on a pepper that doesn't taste like anything. Now the astringency is kind of tickling my throat and my tongue, so perhaps I shouldn't eat too much of this. But the custard texture is quite nice. It's not a very smooth custard. It's, rather pasty. It's like, I don't know, like a sugary solution that's perhaps slightly dry, like there's, too much sugar. If you eat like frosting or something, you can feel those little grains of sugar inside. That's what this feels like. Now in terms of taste, it tastes like banana, like guava, a little bit like durian, a very slight hint of that richness. Some people might not like it, and I can tell why this might be better cooked. Yeah, I would say this tastes like an astringent custard of banana and guava.
So it's my turn. I personally think it has, like my brother said, banana and guava. In terms of smell, it smells like grapefruit with pomegranate. It's not exactly my favorite fruit, but I guess it's okay.
Yeah, it does kind of smell like grapefruit on the inside. There's a little hint of bitterness. So here's a piece of boiled breadfruit, and I boiled it like potatoes. You put it in boiling water and you wait until it's soft enough to be poked with a fork. So this was the hard part of the breadfruit when it was ripe. And because it's ripe, there's a little bit of sweetness that you wouldn't find in an unripe breadfruit when you cook it, even though the consistency I would assume is the same. Now, this is starchy and fibrous at the same time, which is quite uncommon for, any food, really, any natural food. And the closer you are to the skin of this, the more it has the consistency of bread. It's drier, not as fibrous, and it tastes more like potatoes, but a little bit harder than potatoes and more airy. That's why they call it breadfruit. Now, I like it ripe and cooked, so the hard part has a little bit of that sweetness, and that's how I recommend you eat breadfruit. Now, most people don't eat it that way. Most people either eat it raw, where it has that fermented taste, or take a raw breadfruit and cook it. But when it's ripe and you cook it, you get that sweetness, and you also get that lack of astringency that most people are looking for when they cook it. That's the breadfruit in a nutshell. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.